Okay, welcome back. This is part 2 of Unit 4, Lesson 3. Again, I want to remind you that I really encourage you to struggle through these lessons. Take your time, mess with it, and really try before coming to this video to see how to do it if you're still struggling. So we're going to take a look at this one, and again, as always, we're going to start by just evaluating the program, seeing what it does. So go ahead and do that, and then stop your video, and then come back once you've had a chance to run it and see what it does. Okay, and welcome back. We want to write the code to make the $20 button work. And the comments show us where to do it. And we're going to be mirroring what we see in lines 8, 9, and 10. And it's already got the sounds actually, so really we're mirroring 8 and 9. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this and copy this. Oops, it did not print oh, okay, yeah, it did. Just printed a space there. So we'll backspace this. And this time, this is not $5, this is $20, so we do have to make some changes, but everything else will stay the same. And then, okay, we should be good there, so now we can run it. And we got our $5 should work, make the sound. And if we add 20, now we got 25. So, yep, it all works, and we are good to go. We can go ahead and finish that bubble up and move on to our next one. Okay, next up, feed the cats. Again, you're going to run this program, see how it works. Notice on line 14 that we have a new code. It's called get text. And then you're going to stop the video and then come back once you've had a chance to run it and see it. Okay, welcome back. This is actually one that I really struggled with for a while to figure out how to get this to print on a new line. So we'll see if I can remember how to do it once we've done it. So we want to add new code so the reminder is added to a different line of code. So like right now when I run it, if I add the reminder, so I've got feed cats, now I want to feed dogs. So let's remind that. Let's see, I don't see why it's not working. Let's see. So when we click it, okay, now it's printing. I don't know what was going on there. I think my computer was having a little bit of a lag, but you can see how they're all printed on one line. It's hard to read. So I'm going to reset that, and we actually want to print them on separate lines. So we need that /n again. And one way to do that, I'm just going to do it from the text. They think it's easier than adding blocks. Right here, between all reminders and new reminders, we're going to add that /n code and then another operator of plus, and then run it. Oh, I know why it was running slow, because I had it set at snail pace. So sorry about that. I'm going to set it at the rabbit so it'll print faster. So feed dogs. Let's see if that'll work. And you can see how it prints on a new line. Hopefully then if I would feed turtle, I don't know if that one will print. Yep, so it should keep printing on another line. So that's all you do, and for whatever reason that took me a while to figure out. So hopefully it didn't take you guys as long. Once you're done, you can go ahead and click finish. We're going to continue on to 9, and this gives you a little video to watch to learn the difference between global versus local variables. So go ahead and watch that video. It is linked to Canvas as well. But it's just talking about, again, global, meaning that see how it's at the top and it's not linked into any code, versus this local variable here is only going to run in that code. So it's the big difference. So we're going to fix some errors related to that now. So as you can see right here, and this one it runs you through in that video, so I can just go ahead and run you through it as well because it's the same. We've got our variable here and it's telling us that it's not called in our program because we added another one that's the exact same. So if we delete out this variable, now it'll call the clicks variable to clicks +1, so I can run it. And now when I click it, it keeps counting. So pretty simple, and I know it showed you that in the last video. Go ahead and click finish, continue on. And this should be our last bubble before our last two questions. So this one, we've got a couple of things that we need to do. First, we're going to run it and see how it works. Click all three buttons, see what happens. So go ahead and do that, and then stop your video and come back once you've done that. Okay, welcome back. We're going to look at this one, and we're going to add some code for the child and senior buttons to work because right now they do not. So we're going to mirror some code that we see over here. And we see up in the top for the adult price already. We already want to, so we want to add the code to make this work down here. And so we need, let's see, where is it? We actually need all of these lines, except the play sound because it's got a new play sound below. Now we do, when we copy and paste it, we need to change some stuff. Tickets counted is always going to be +1 because it's going to add to that no matter which ticket is sold. But this is not going to be the adult price. This is the child price, and be sure it's spelled just like the variable at the top. Money will still increase, so we're good there. And then the senior button, we also want to do the same, but we want to change this to senior. And then we want to run it and check and see if it works. So if I add and I'm going to speed it up so I don't wonder why it's not working. An adult ticket, it added and it played the sound. A child ticket, it's going to add to that total. And then a senior ticket, it even adds to that total. And you can keep clicking and testing them out. Okay, go ahead and finish that level. And then you're going to answer these two questions. So go ahead and take a look at some of this and then answer this practice question down below. Submit your answer once you have it and then move on to 13 and do the same. It gives you some background information, then answer that question. Okay, and remember that this one is a could not, so look carefully. Hopefully that helps. Please reach out to your teacher if you have any questions.